Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 744th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Straight away you'll see this is a bridge battle, a 40k no rules bridge battle. As we've talked about before, you know, we've been playing 31k rules now for over 14 years, and in the last couple of months we've been trying new types of battles, and these 40k no rules battles seem to be quite popular, and I think a lot of players are enjoying playing them. But of course this is the Moon River map, and you've got the bridge there that we're always contesting and fighting over. Those of you that watch our battle videos regularly will know all about that. And I just thought I'm going to have a close look at this bridge, and I thought, you know, that's pretty good graphics for a game that's not far off 20 years old. I thought that's not too bad graphics there. But as I say, this is a unique map to Rome Total War because it's got two crossing points. You've got a shallow water crossing point there, and of course you've got the bridge. So you've got two crossing points there. What would be good, I think, if they had a third crossing point as well. That would have made this this map even more tactical than it is now. But having two crossings still makes this map, I think, quite tactical. And as I say, it's the Moon River map. And as I say, we've had some really great battles on this map, and this is no exception, and I hope you enjoy this battle. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member TR. Now TR has got 3 spear warband, 4 archers, 4 berserkers, 4 chosen axemen, 3 knight raiders, and 2 cavalry. So he's got a very diverse Germanic army there. Now there's those chosen axemen. Now remember, those axes they carry are effective against armour and can cut wide swathes through heavily armoured troops like Roman infantry. Plus they've got excellent morale like urban cohorts. So these guys are not to be messed with. And you know, they can be very powerful if used correctly. Then we've got the infamous berserkers with their effective against armor maces. Their 2 hit points, their excellent specifications, and the massive fear factor they bring to the battlefield. Remember, fear factor takes morale away from enemy troops, destabilizes them, and makes them more susceptible to routing. Okay, I also, when I look at a Germanic army, I often think that their infantry are kind of like shock troops to me, you know, and when they hit an enemy army, it is literally like a shock hitting an enemy army there. These Germanic units are very, very tough, and I think can in some cases be a bit underestimated. And there you are, you've got the Knight Raiders there, fully upgraded Knight Raiders, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Remember, like we've talked about before, this infantry is a good infantry in its own right, but it brings a fear factor, taking morale away from enemy troops. Remember, the more morale you take away from enemy troops, the more they're likely to rout, especially in a tough battle there. So as I say, I do think of when I think of Germanic infantry, I think of shock troops there, and that's exactly what they are. Then you've got the spear warband. If you count the upgrades there, look, 9 upgrades, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. And remember that these guys here with their spears are anti-cavalry. Okay, but also you'd be surprised on how well they can hold infantry as well. And as I say, many years ago in Germanic armies, most Germanic generals actually bought this unit because it is so good. But in modern Germanic armies, I don't see this unit bought that often. But you'd be surprised on how good those spear warbands are. And then you've got the long distance, long range chosen archers there. Got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Remember, these guys long range do a lot of damage, and they're such tough archers there. They can be used as really good light infantry when they run out of arrows. So I think that's a pretty good army there for TR. Of course, a lot of his units are hiding in the woods at the moment. Okay, now it's unusual to have 2 Germanic factions in, 2 Germanic armies in one battle here. Our next teammate's Brotherhood member Vicox. Now he's got just 6 cavalry, 7 archers, and 7 berserkers. If we look at his Gothic cavalry there, if you count the upgrades, 1, 2, 3, 4, fully upgraded Gothic cavalry. If you have a look at the specifications of this Gothic cavalry, I think you'll be surprised on how tough it is. And of course, if he's fully upgraded them, which he has, that's going to make this cavalry a formidable force there. So it'll be interesting to see how well he handles them during the course of the battle. And he's got his So he's got his 7 archers there, long-range chosen archers as we looked at earlier, and then of course he's got his berserkers there as well. So he's got 7 berserkers. So bearing in mind, arguably these are the most powerful units in the game, and I think he's got 7 upgrades on them as well: an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. And as I say, that is quite an interesting Germanic army there. As I say, very unusual to have 2 Germanic armies in a team. Be interested to see how that works. Okay, our next team mate is RTW player Serena. Now Serena has got 10 pikes, 6 archers and 4 artillery. Check out the upgrades on the Macedonian Royal Pikeman there, and you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fully upgraded Macedonian pikeman there. Okay, and remember that the enemy have got to fight all the way down those long pikes to kill the man on the other end. A pretty tall order there, for especially for Roman infantry. So fully upgraded Royal Pikeman there, and then he's got his artillery there as well. So there you go. It's be interesting to see how well he uses his artillery during the course of the battle. Remember, we're still all learning this 40Ks, no rules battles there, so any mistakes you'll see is we're just experimenting. Our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander. I've got 12 Spartans, 3 archers, 4 artillery and 1 fast moving cavalry unit. And the reason I've got that fast moving cavalry unit is to cover my onager crews there. Very often the enemy will bring fast moving cavalry across the bridge or across the shallow water crossing there to try and kill our onager crews. Okay, and as bearing in mind Greek cities haven't got very good cavalry, I'll bring 1 fast moving general unit there to cover the onager crews there, just in case any fast moving cavalry comes across there. So we've got an unusual team here. We've got TR and Vycox with Germania. Okay, TR and Vycox with Germania, and then we've got Serena with Macedon and myself with Greek cities. Notice no Roman factions so far. Should be a great battle for you to watch. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Man 2. Now Man 2 has got 13 Forester Warband archers and 7 cavalry, 7 I believe maximum upgraded cavalry. Okay, so if you just look at those Forester Warband, imagine the firepower that 13 Forester Warbands can bring. Now these guys have got 2 unique abilities here. One is the moment they stop moving, they can hide anywhere. So the moment they stop moving on any part of the map, they just disappear and they're hiding and you just can't see them. Their other unique ability is that their secondary weapon is an anti-cavalry spear. Okay, many a time I've seen a Roman general send his cavalry into these archers thinking, oh, my cavalry will take the archers out, only to see his cavalry routing as they run into, of course these guys have been alt-attacked and their anti-cavalry spears have just taken out the Roman cavalry. So as I say, 2 unique abilities these guys, and they've got long range as well. They're long range elite archers, but the moment they stop anywhere on the map, they just disappear where they're hiding. And if you attack them with cavalry, you're asking for trouble, because their general will just alt-attack them and they're effective against cavalry. Spears will come out and you'll probably lose your cavalry. But just look at the firepower that he's bringing to the battlefield there. 13 Forester Warband, those elite archers there. Imagine them raining arrows down on us, which is probably what they're going to do. Okay, it'd be interesting to see how well Man 2 handles those during the course of the battle. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Barclayman. Now Barclayman's got 12 pikes and 4 artillery. Okay, 12 pikes, 4 artillery, and I think he's got a couple of chariots as well. If we look here and count the upgrades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he's got 9 upgrades there, fully upgraded pikemen there. And just look at the length of those pikes that our men have got to fight down to try and kill the man on the other end. Okay, and I think Barclayman, Pontus is becoming one of his factions of choice now. I notice he plays with Pontus quite a lot, so it'll be interesting to see how well he does them during the course of the battle. Okay, their next teammate is somebody who's called himself Striker Q, but is in fact Brotherhood member Uther. Now he's got 7 artillery, 7 Sacred Band spearmen, and 2 elephants. Okay, so I think that's quite good, and I think he might have a couple of cavalry units as well hiding in the woods there. If you look at his spearmen at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fully upgraded Sacred Band spearmen. We know these Sacred Band spearmen are tough anyway with just gold shield, gold attack, but fully upgraded, that makes them kind of super tough there. It'll be interesting to see how well he does with them during the course of the battle. If you notice here, he's taking his artillery quite close up to the riverbank there for more range, so that he will be able to target our troops on the other side of the bridge there. Okay, so that's a good tactical move there by Uther, taking his artillery that far forward. Okay, and their last teammate here is Brotherhood member Earth. Now, Earth has got 8 Warlord fast-moving cavalry units and 12 Forester Warband archers. So he's also got a lot of firepower there as well. Now, these fast-moving Barbarian Chosen Warlord units can be very useful on this map. Okay, if you look at the upgrades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fully upgraded. Now, remember, these guys have got 2 hit points as well as being fully upgraded. So these are very tough, fast-moving cavalry, and are a good tactical choice on this map, because those fast-moving cavalry can be taken across the shallow water crossing very fast to attack targets on the other side or across the bridge. Very fast moving. They can hit their targets and then get back across to this side very quickly. As I say, all of his archers are hiding in the woods at the moment, but as I say, he's got 12 Forester Warband archers there. Could be very effective. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see how he uses his army during the course of this battle. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you'll see here that Serena has brought his artillery forward there to target the enemy artillery there. But if you look, he is greatly outnumbered there by the amount of artillery that the other team has got on the other side of the bank there. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. If you notice, the other team are using boulders there, which of course, as we've talked about before, they were, like you can see the boulders there, are a lot more accurate than fire pots. So it's always best to try and knock out enemy artillery with boulders. As I say, they're more accurate. And then once you've knocked out their artillery, you can then concentrate on their infantry with your fire pots there. But as I say, you'll see Serena is actually shooting fire pots into the enemy artillery. But of course, as I say, the fire pots are very inaccurate, whereas the boulders are a lot more accurate there. As the enemy, you can see the enemy using them there. As I say, if you look at the number of artillery pieces the enemy have got there, they're going to greatly outnumber Serena's artillery. And as I say, they're using the accurate boulders there, so they're more likely than not to knock out Serena's artillery. But as you can see there, you can see that Serena's put some units there to guard the bridge. Well, once they've knocked out his artillery, those guarding units there will become target practice for the enemy artillery, I think, there. But as I say, here you can see Serena using the fire pots there, but you'll see the enemy from learning in these games here that boulders are the best thing to use to knock out enemy artillery. Straight away you'll see that Serena has lost a lot of his artillery already there due to the accurate boulders. And as you can see there, he's still firing fire pots towards the enemy. Okay, over here you'll see, I think like we talked about earlier, Earth is moving one of his fast moving cavalry units across there. Look, you can see that the cavalry, our cavalry, are a long way away from the archers here on the riverbank. So he's looking to move that cavalry unit across the riverbank there, look, to attack the basically unguarded archer units there. So this is a nice battlefield awareness move there. You'll see a lot of battlefield awareness in this battle, and you'll see him moving that fast moving warlord cavalry unit across the way there. But as I say, over here, poor old Serena's artillery is getting gradually taken out by the volume of boulders coming in on his artillery there. You see, I think he's just got these 2 onagers left here now. And you wait, I think once the enemy have taken out all of his artillery, they will then concentrate their fire pots on his units that are guarding the bridge there, as we've seen in other battles there. Okay, there you can see he's only got 1 onager unit left now. Can you see there? That's all he's got left. And there's some more, but there you are. Okay, so now this is quite serious for Serena, because all of Serena's artillery has now been taken out. Can you see all his Honor units have now been taken out? Now over here, that fast-moving unit of Earth that we saw come across a shallow water crossing, that has been causing mischief and casualties to our troops there, but he's been routed. But can you see he's sending another unit across, harassing and haranguing with these fast-moving cavalry units there. As I say, we're starting to see tactics, strategies and army builds all evolving on this map. Now, Serena's tight, close 3-unit formation there guarding the bridge is going to be an absolute target for the enemy now with their fire pots. As I say, they've taken out all of Serena's artillery, so now they can start using fire pots instead of boulders onto those 3 units guarding the bridge. And I got a feeling that Serena could lose a lot of men there in those units guarding the bridge. Okay, once again, if we look over here on the shallow water crossing, you'll see more of the fast-moving cavalry coming across there from Earth, causing mischief, casualties, disruption. He's causing with those fast-moving cavalry units there. And you'll see that the archers are lined along the banks on both sides of the bank, starting to shoot at each other there. Okay, and over here you'll see that I've moved my battle formation. Remember, I was right over there on the left flank. I've moved my battle formation more central now, so that my artillery can cover both of the crossings. So my artillery from that position can cover the shallow water crossing and can cover the bridge crossing if necessary. So that's why I've moved my battle formation more central there. Okay, but as I say, I'm feeling a little bit sorry for Serena's pike units there guarding the bridge, because as I say, they're just going to become target practice, I think, for the enemy onagers once they start targeting those pike units. There you already can see the fire pot starting to come in, like a bang, bang, as they come in here. And as I say, in tight, close, look at that damage there, that fire pot hits. As I say, in close, tight formation like this, fire pots can be absolutely devastating when they hit. I mean, you know, we've seen it in so many of our bang, look at those fire pots there. Pause the game for a second there so you can see, just look at that one fire pot explosion, the damage that it's caused already to that one unit. But as I say, all the way along the riverbank here, you'll see archers lined up there. You already can see Earth taking his cavalry units, fast-moving cavalry unit across the shallow water crossing there. Okay, well actually now he's done his mischief and caused casualties, and he's now heading back to the other side of the river there. And you can see Vigox has got his Germanic cavalry ready to intercept there. But as I say, here you'll see that the enemy have got their Forester Warband archers lined up along the bank of the river here, shooting into our Cretan archers there. Okay, so you can see that over there. I believe that these Gaul Forester Warband have got slightly better defence than the Cretan archers over this side. But as I say, there you are, look, they're exchanging arrows across the river. That's the long range that these archer units have got there. And you can see the Cretan archers, to me, seem to be suffering quite a few casualties there in regard of those Forester Warband archers. So as I say, there's an archer duel going on across the river. But as I say, I feel sorry for these 3 units of Serena's, because I think, as I say, they're just going to become target practice for the enemy artillery. Bang! Look at the damage caused by that. I mean, I think Serena, the best thing for Serena to do is oh my gosh, look at that. The best thing for Serena to do is up pikes here and move those units back out of range, because make no mistake, they're just going to, a double hit on this unit here. Oh my gosh, best thing for him to just up pikes and run those units out of range. You can always bring them back to the bridge if there's any danger. There you are, look, he's up pikes now, just, another massive hit there. But to just move those units out of range of the onagers, and as I say, if anything tries to cross the bridge, you can always bring those units back to the bridge there. But just look at all the charred bodies of those Macedonian pikemen there that those fire pots have caused. So there was a lot of casualties there that I think Serena has taken there on trying to guard that bridge. Now over here you'll see as I say, the Cretan archers seem to be coming second best there against those Forester warbands. But remember, the Forester warband, I think, outnumbered the Cretan archers there as well. So you can see there that that's starting to tell. Over here you'll see Serena's got another couple of pike units there guarding the shallow water crossing. But once again, those pike units there are within archer range of those Forester warband archers. And even though those Macedonian units are in open order to try and avoid, so much damage there, they're still going to suffer loads of casualties there, as I say, even in their open order, because there's so many Forester warband archers on the other bank shooting into them. And of course, the more these units get weak, if any substantial force tries to come across the shallow water crossing, there's a good chance that these units would rout. Remember, the more men that units lose, the more their morale is lessened there. Okay, so let's say over here, you can see there that you've got some fast-moving cavalry of Earth. Now here are another opportunist battlefield awareness cavalry charge. You can see those archers are there. I think he's probably spotted there's no cavalry to cover them there. And he's going to come across the bridge and bang as he smashes into units on this side of the bridge. Once again, let's see, harassing, haranguing, causing disruption. There you are, and probably when that Germanic cavalry comes, he'll turn around and he'll run back across the bridge with his cavalry. There you go, look, his fast-moving general cavalry units there, cavalry units are just running straight across there. And of course, he's encouraged that Germanic cavalry to come forward. Now, those artillery units could start maybe targeting those cavalry with fire pots. There you are, let's see the fire pots coming across that. So, as I say, that was a nice harassing, haranguing, nuisance cavalry hit there by Earth, trying to, as I say, cause a bit of disruption there. And look at all those fire pots coming over there and hitting Serena's pike units there. As I say, you don't need to guard the bridge that closely. You can just pull your units out of range, and if anything does come across the bridge, then take your units down to defend it. But if you just stand there trying to guard the bridge, you just, as I say, you just become target practice for the enemy team there. Okay? So, as I say, we're all learning these 40k no rules battles there, so it's all kind of just experimental. Anyway, you can see Serena has moved those two pike units. Remember those two pike units we just looked at earlier that were being shot to pieces by archers? He's moved them back out the way, and now you'll see that Earth's taking advantage of that because he's going to move his fast-moving cavalry across that shallow water crossing there. Look. There you are. Look. Now he knows that we've only got heavy cavalry, so he knows that his fast-moving cavalry will be able to outrun our heavy cavalry there. Look. He knows that, and he can see that Germanic cavalry there ready to charge in. He'll probably avoid that cavalry, maybe even go right here and try and get up on the hill behind us. Here, let's see how he's taking his cavalry right now. And can you see our heavy cavalry won't be able to catch up to those to those fast-moving General Warlord cavalry units there. Now, Earth knows that. Very good tactical move there. And back here on the bridge light, you'll see, as I say, that Serena's got his units in open order there, but they still will be susceptible to, obviously, to archer damage or artillery damage there. Okay, so let's say there you can see Vycox now is chasing those fast-moving barbarian cavalry general units there. He'll probably go up on the hill to get in behind us there, which is what he looked like he was doing. As I say, good battlefield awareness there by Earth, I thought. He knows that his fast-moving cavalry can outrun our heavy cavalry there. You'll see that we've got archers and a couple of cavalry units there trying to guard the shallow water crossing. But as I say there, just look at those fast-moving armoured cavalry units there, just getting away from the Germanic heavy cavalry there. So, as I say, nice move there. Okay, so here at the shallow water crossing, you'll see we've got nothing guarding the shallow water crossing now. So any more fast-moving cavalry could well come across that shallow water crossing. Okay, so watch out for that. You can see Earth bringing some more of his fast-moving armoured cavalry general units over there, and that ready to cross that that shallow water crossing when he's ready, and we've got nothing there to defend against that. And there you are, let's see, he spotted that as well. As I say, in this battle you'll see a lot of battlefield awareness moves here, good tactics, good strategies here, and he's moving across there. Can you see that Uther's got one of his fast moving cavalry units in with Earth's cavalry units there. Now it wouldn't surprise me once again if they're going to turn right here to try and team up with his other cavalry units that he's gone right with. He can see that heavy Germanic cavalry coming in on him, look, but he knows he's going to outrun that heavy cavalry. So once again, look, he's going right, as I say, probably looking to team up with the rest of his cavalry that he's taken over in that direction as well. But you can see our heavy cavalry's got real trouble trying to keep up with this fast moving cavalry of the enemy team there. So as I say, really good tactical strategic moves there. They're gradually getting more units over here. Now if we go up on the hills here, look, you'll see that we're still trying to chase down these enemy units, and it's quite dangerous for them to get fast moving cavalry units on our side of the bank there, because there's lots of things they can do, like attack our honor guard crews, or maybe even activate our berserkers. Okay, so we need to be very aware of that there with those fast moving cavalry units. And Earth, as we know, very good player there, he'll be looking at things like that with those cavalry units there. Okay, so as I said here, you can see here we're trying to form up a little bit defensive here. Pause the game for a second. As I say, those fast moving cavalry units, look, they may well try and come down here and either try and activate the berserkers. Remember, if they touch or get near the berserkers, those berserkers will activate, and the Germanic general will lose all control of those berserkers once they activate, and they'll just chase the nearest enemy unit. And if it's a cavalry unit could just take the berserkers anywhere on the battlefield, or those fast moving cavalry units could just come into our battle formation and attack the honor guard crews. Like if they come in that gap there, look, and smash into the rear of our honor guard crews there, making our artillery useless. So that's something else that probably Earth is looking at with those fast moving armoured cavalry general units there. Right, there you are. And now what I want to do here is for you to concentrate on Sneaky Barclay Man's fast moving cavalry unit here. Okay, now he's noticed there's no cover on this shallow water crossing, so he's going to bring this fast moving unit over here. Now is he going to team up with his allies cavalry, do you think? Do you think he might team up there? He can see all our cavalry is away at the moment chasing those fast moving units of Earth. So let's see what Barclay Man's going to do with this fast moving cavalry unit. I think you might find it quite interesting. Okay, so we know Sneaky Barclay Man is just that, a bit sneaky, but also, like, joking aside, very tactical, very good move this is. Okay, so you can see that fast. Now, is he going to go for the archers? Do you think he's going to go for the Germanic archers, or do you think he's going to go for a bigger prize than archers there? Okay, can you see he's running up there fast? Now, who do you think he's going to go for here? Pause the game. Right, where do you think? Do you think he's going to come round here and maybe activate the berserkers? Do you think that's what he wants to do? Or do you think he's going to come round here and charge into my honor guard crews? Which do you think he's going to go for here? Let's see as he comes up round. Make no mistake, he's going to turn into our battle formation here. I think I'm a bit slow with my Spartans here, trying to block him. Bit slow, look. A bit slow. Can't intercept him there, and now he's charged through. Is he going to go for the berserkers? No, he's going to charge into my honor guard crews downhill. Look, bang! Routed that honor guard crew on impact. Look at the damage that he's doing there. Just look at that damage there before we react. See how slow? I think we all reacted really slowly there to try and take out that cavalry unit. So I thought that was a really good tactical move there by Barclay Man there with that fast moving cavalry unit. Can you see how important fast moving cavalry units can be on this map? Okay, as I say, tactics, strategies are all evolving on this map. And look at my honor guard crews. I think some of the honor guard crews survived, so these honor guards will still work. But I've lost a lot of them there due to that fast moving cavalry unit. Over here, you can see Man 2 bringing across fast moving cavalry unit as well. So as I say, they're getting a lot of their fast moving cavalry units on our side of the river, and as I say, that could be very damaging for us, as our berserkers could be activated, or as I say, like you just seen, they could attack our onagers. Right, here you'll see that Uther is moving a spear unit. Remember, he's got fully upgraded Sacred Band spears, and he's got a cavalry unit over there as well. He may well look to bring that across the shallow water crossing there. But as I say, here you'll see Serena still holding that bridge position there. No fire pots going on his units at the moment. Anyway, you can see those fast moving units there of Man 2. He'd love to get in. That's what he was hoping to. He was hoping to get in there to activate the berserkers. But if you notice, I've closed the door. I've closed the door with a spear unit there that I've put across that door that was opening for him, which he thought he was going to charge in. I've blocked that now with one of my spear units there. So there, he won't try and get in there now. But that's probably what he was looking at. He was probably looking to go in there to activate the berserkers or attack our onager crews there. So as I say, it's pretty dangerous that the enemy have got so much fast moving cavalry over here. So you've got Man 2's fast moving unit there, another fast moving unit, another fast moving unit there. So there's 3 there, which we're going to have to watch very closely. Plus, I believe they've got another, yeah, there you go. They've got another 3 fast moving cavalry units up here as well, which they could bring into the fray at any time. Looking down at our position there, they'll have a downhill charge bonus, whatever they want to hit. As I say, if they can see a way into our defensive formation there to attack our onagers or activate the berserkers, that's what they'll look to do. Okay, so we need to watch. We've got to watch behind us as well as in front of us here. Now you'll see here, can you see Uther bringing that fully upgraded Sacred Band spear unit across the shallow water crossing there. Now he's seen that these Macedonian units are so weakened by archer fire that I think he feels that his fully upgraded Sacred Band spear unit there could actually rout these Macedonian units. These Macedonian units are being decimated by those Forester Warband archers, look, just shooting into them, really weakening them. We know Macedon morale's not very good anyway, so you start weakening them and their morale's going to drop even more. And if they get hit by a well upgraded Carthage unit, then they could well rout possibly. There you are, you can see Uther bringing that unit across there. Now if you notice here, can you see that Serena is backing off those pike units? I think he realises they're so battle damaged they'll have no chance against this fresh Carthage unit there, and a cavalry unit coming across as well. So as I say, we've got no blocking force now on this shallow water crossing. Okay, we've got the bridge covered, but the shallow water crossing seems to me to be a little bit more kind of inviting for the enemy. And there you are, you'll see the enemy starting to shoot fire pots again into our troops there on the other side. And as I say, once again, these units could become like target practice for the enemy. But there you are, you can see that Uther now has got that cavalry movement unit there, look, bang, as he charges into one of our archer units. He's got that spear unit, look, to cover that cavalry unit if any of our cavalry gets involved against that cavalry unit. He could well use that combination of spears and his own cavalry. There you are. Look. Now you can see we've got Germanic cavalry coming down towards Uther. Now it wouldn't surprise me if Uther put that cavalry unit in behind that spear unit. There you go. See how he's just done that now? So now he's got his spears, he's got the cavalry unit in behind her, he's got his spears down, look. And remember, spears and pikes are always anti-cavalry. So there's no way that the cavalry can charge directly into his cavalry there because of that pike unit. So I thought that was a nice tactical move there by Uther. So Vycot's going to have to think very carefully how he's going to try and get that cavalry unit with these 2 Germanic cavalry units there, and try and avoid that spear unit. There you are, look. Uther was going to move over there, and now he's moved back to that spear unit again, look. And look how tight he is with that spear unit. It wouldn't surprise me if he was facing backwards there. So there you are, look. They're both facing different ways, look, to cover any attack from Vycot's cavalry. So that's a nice little move there, a nice combination move of cavalry and spears there by Uther, I thought, and could be difficult for for Vycox to combat that. Okay, so over here, you'll see that Serena has moved his pike units back from the bridge, and poor old TR has got one unit there which I think is going to get hit by fire pots if he's not careful. There you are, he's going to move it back already. He's going to move away from that situation there because he knows that he's just be targeted. So now, if you notice, we've got no blocking force on the bridge on either crossing. So no blocking force there. If the enemy wants to attack, all those pikes and spears can come across there. We've got no blocking force at all there now. Okay, so they can come straight across there anytime they want on the bridge, and the shallow water crossing the same. So the enemy team can take a pick if they want to come across on those two bridges there. As I say, you can see here Vycox still trying to look to take out that Carthage cavalry unit there with his couple of cavalry units. But every time he goes near it, look, that spear unit turns on him there. So I say, good move there by Uther, combining that spear unit and a cavalry unit there. Okay, there you can see Barclayman's bought another fast moving cavalry unit across the bridge there. Probably going to go and team up with his allies at the back of our battle formation there. Team up with all those Gaul cavalry over there. So as I say, it's quite a dangerous position for us at the moment. With this Gaul cavalry and all that enemy cavalry in behind us. Right, there's our defensive formation there. You'll see that my Spartans are forming the outer ring, the hard edge, if you like, of the battle formation there, and all my allies are now inside of that battle formation. But as you can see now, we've really gone defensive now, and we have literally handed the initiative to the enemy. Okay, so we're kind of saying, right, come and get us here. We're just going to be here. And the enemy's now got the complete initiative to do whatever they want. And it wouldn't surprise me now if the enemy start to come across that bridge. Because, as I say, we've got no blocking force there now to stop them. So what is going to stop them? They're just going to come straight across there now. Look. You can see that, I think is that probably Earth bringing those units across there? Yeah, that's Earth there. Look, bringing his Gaul Forester Warband across. Remember him? He has got 12 Forester Warband archers that he's bringing across now. Look. And as I say, I've got some archers in my battle formation that I'll be shooting at them with, but there's no way I'm going to be able to stop 12 there. Look. And he's just moved them all across. That we've got, as I say, no blocking force at all. Now, is this a tactical mistake by us for not blocking the bridge? Should we have blocked the bridge with something there to stop them just pouring across as they want? I think that was a bad tactical move by our team there, possibly not having anything to block the bridge. And now all of those Forester Warband archers of Earth are now on our side of the river, and he can now maneuver them wherever he wants. Okay, I'm shooting some fire pots at them. I've got some archers shooting at them as well, but the vast majority, the bulk of his archers there are now across the bridge. And that is, I think that's quite, as I say, could be a bad tactical move by us, which we might live to regret in not blocking the bridge there. So there you are, they've come across. Now you've got the other teammates. His other teammates may well come across the bridge as well. So as I say here, you got TR's running some of his archers back, being chased by that fast-moving Gaul cavalry. Over here, I think, I'm not sure if TR's lost his general there, fighting Gaul cavalry there. So as I say, they're starting to kind of infiltrate our side of the river here. And as I say, it's a real nuisance for us that they've got that fast-moving, well-upgraded cavalry on our side of the riverbank. Because, as I say, they can start target our archers, try and activate our berserkers as one unit's just in right. Just to show you here, can you see that sneaky Barclayman got one of his fast-moving cavalry units into our formation and has now activated one of our berserkers? He must have got in a gap somewhere or ran through some of our troops somewhere, and he's got in and activated that berserker unit. So that berserker unit now will be completely out of the Germanic general's control, and it would just chase the nearest enemy unit. So that was a nice move there by sneaky Barclayman there. Good tactical move there to get in there and activate one of our berserker units. Okay, so as I say, you can see all of Earth's archers there. They may well disappear if they stop stop shooting arrows, because obviously, as I say, when they stop moving, they just hide and you can't see them. Right, okay, so here now we can see that the enemy troops are starting to move across the bridge, but also on the shallow water crossing that, you can see, I think it's man 2, is it? Yeah, bringing all his cavalry across the shallow water crossing here. So once again, we haven't blocked, as you can see, we haven't blocked either of the crossings there. Is that a really bad tactical mistake that we're going to live to regret? I think it could well be. As I say, here you can see the Pontus pikes of Barclayman coming across the bridge. Of course, I'm going to target them with my artillery. Okay, my fire pots there, I'm going to target them, but probably not going to cause them a lot of casualties there as they come across the bridge. That. So, as I say, if we had one pike unit on that bridge there, we would have stopped them probably coming across there. But as I say, look, you can see there they're coming across now. They'll probably go left, looking at it from this direction. They'll probably go left over towards their Gaul allies there. There you can see a few of my fire pots. Whoa, that was a good hit. A few of my fire pots are causing them casualties there. And I've got archers there as well. I think we've got archers shooting into them as well. But as I say, you can see once again, it looks like all of Barclayman's pike army. Remember, all those pikes are fully upgraded. 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, and they're all across the bridge now, or all coming across the bridge now. So as I say, I think this is a bad tactic by us in letting them come across the bridge. I don't know what you guys are thinking there watching this. Do you think we should have tried to block them at the bridge? But of course, anything we put there to try and block the bridge would be shot to pieces by their artillery. So it's kind of a bit of a difficult thing to have done there. I'm not quite sure how we could have got round that. But as I say, you can see all of Barclayman's Pontus pikemen now are on this side of the bridge, probably going to form up with their Gaul ally on our flank. But as I say, there's our defensive formation there. And as I say, we've really handed the initiative to the enemy now by being so defensive. As I say, I'm going to try and cause them as many casualties as I can with my fire pots, and I know my archers are shooting into them as well. So, but as I say, the bulk of Barclayman's army is now on our side of the bank there. And as I say, probably team up with Earth's Gaulish archers. They're the Forester Warband archers. You'll probably team up with them. So, as I say, that could be quite a formidable force on our side of the bridge. But also, I think what's bad news for us, I think our battle formation is within range of their onagers. But over here, you can see that Man 2 has brought all his Forester Warband archers across, as well as his cavalry. So his whole army now is on our side of the river. Okay, he's come across there, across the shallow water crossing. So basically, I think apart from Uther's Carthaginians, all of the enemy team is on our side of the river. And as I say, we've just formed up into this defensive formation. But as I say, I think that the enemy onagers can actually shoot some shots into our defensive position there. So that would be bad news for us. As I say, I'm still trying to kill as many of those Pontus pikemen as I can with my fire pots there. But there you are, let's see. Bang! There you can see that Uther's taken his artillery right up to the edge of the bank, and his onagers can actually reach our defensive position there. So that's bad news for us, because you know, we're quite tightly packed in this battle formation, and some well-aimed fire pots could cause us a lot of damage there. Right, now this actually, you can see that Uther's moving his Carthaginians across the bridge now. Now actually, this could be a bit of a help to us in a strange way. Now you might think, well, how can that help us, him moving his Carthaginians across the bridge towards our you know, our battle formations there? Well, you'll see in a minute what I mean by that. There you are. You can see these fire pots of Uther are causing us a heck of a lot of casualties. Okay. So as I say, him moving his Carthaginian spears across the bridge could well help us out a bit here, because at the moment he can just shoot into our battle formation as he wants, and you know, there's not a lot we can do. I'm trying to reply with my guys there, but as I say there, he's moved his Sacred Band spearmen over the bridge there, okay, and he's probably going to go and form up with his allies over there on the left flank. well, his onagers are causing us casualties here all the time, right? But as I say, in a way, it was a good move he's brought his spearmen over here, look, because if you notice, there's nothing protecting their onagers. Okay, now he's brought his spearmen over, there's nothing protecting his onagers at all. And if we've got good battlefield awareness, we might be able to get some of our cavalry across the bridge and take out these onagers that are causing us so many casualties. Do you see what I mean? So as I say, in a way, moving his Carthage Sacred Band units across the bridge has helped us out. Now, has any of us got good battlefield awareness and have got cavalry to do something about it? We'll just have to wait and see there. But those, to make no mistake, those, look at the damage that those onager shots are doing to us. So there you go. Right, now, this is a great move here by Vycox. We talk very often in our battles about battlefield awareness. Okay, now he is battlefield aware. You can see that there's no infantry defending those onagers that are causing us so many casualties now. And all he needs to do is take his cavalry across the bridge and take those onagers out. Make no mistake, these onagers are causing us loads of casualties there. You can see the fire pots smashing into our defensive position there. So the sooner we can take these guys out, the better. As I say, you can see Vycox's cavalry coming down here. The enemy must have realised now that maybe they should have left, a couple of units guarding the bridge. But it's too late now, because Vycox's going to come across with his cavalry and hopefully take out all these onagers that have been shooting into us so mercilessly. But meanwhile over here, you'll see there's a bit of an archer battle going on between Earth's Forester Warband archers and our chosen archers. Now, I believe our chosen archers have got better defense than those Forester Warband archers. You can see that cavalry would love to charge into our archers here, but good battlefield awareness here by TR. He's put his anti-cavalry spear warband units out, so there's no charging cavalry direct into our archers there, because those obviously those warband spearmen are anti-cavalry. So that was a good move there by TR. Good battlefield awareness there. But as I say, you've got all of Man 2's army on the other flank there, look. All his cavalry and all his archers there, look. And as I say, there's our defensive formation that we've set up. But as I say, handing the initiative to the enemy. But as I say, great battlefield awareness here by Vycox. Going to come across here and take out these nasty onagers that have been shooting so many fire pots into us. Pause the game for a second there. So as I say, if Uther had left one spear unit there to guard the bridgelet, we wouldn't have been able to get across with cavalry to take out the onagers. So I'm guessing that the enemy team probably have seen that now and probably wish that they'd actually put, maybe one spear unit just to guard the bridge there and guard their onagers. But make no mistake now, Vycox is going to come over here and hopefully smash these onager crews here, stop them shooting into us. So well done to Vycox. As I say, good battlefield awareness. You'll see I'm moving my fast moving general unit across a shallow water crossing to attack the onager units from the rear there, from the shallow water crossing there, as you see me moving across. But as I say, in regard of chosen archers against Forester Warband archers, I believe the chosen archers have got very good defense in comparison to those Forester Warband archers there. So in theory, the chosen archers should be able, providing its comparable numbers, should be able to take out the Forester Warband before the Forester Warband can take them out. Can you see these units here? They've got their spears drawn, so they fired all their arrows. Over here you can see the Forester Warband there of Earth shooting in to our Germanic chosen archers there. But as I say, the chosen archers have got better defense than those Gaul Forester Warband, I believe. So our chosen archers should do well against them. Although those Forester Warbands are on a slightly higher ground, which of course is going to give them a downhill advantage there. There you are. So Vycox has done the job, gone over there, took out all the enemy onagers. Great move there. And I've got my fast moving cavalry unit there just to mop up anything that might be left there. But yeah, we've taken out all those onagers there, which is really good. Stop them firing into our defensive position. Now, I've still got my onagers left. I think I've got 3 onagers left there, which, but I want to conserve the ammunition, because when the enemy attacks, I'm hoping that, I'll be able to damage them with fire pots before they actually get close to us there. But as I say, our chosen archers there, they're doing really good against those Forester Warband archers there. So I'm glad we've got that many chosen archers there. Otherwise, those Gaulish Forester Warband would be able to shoot into us all the time without us being able to do anything about it. So that's good news. They say you got the anti-cavalry spear warband units of TRs there watching our archers. Pause the game for a second here. So as I say, I've got a few artillery units left. I think I've got 3 left, but really I need to conserve my ammunition there to try and target. I'm hoping when Pontus comes at us, they're going to be in close, tight battle formation there, where my onagers could cause a lot of damage. Here you got Uther's Carthaginians there. He may well attack with those Pontus pikemen. I think that's probably the best tactic. But as I say, the chosen archers here have got good long range, and as I say, I think that they've got better defense than the Gaulish archers there. So the Gaul archers there. So yeah, they should do quite well. Here you can see Mantu just keeping his troops fresh. Look. Okay, this is good tactics here. He's just walking, not running, so he's keeping all his units fresh. There you are. And also here, you might not have spotted this, but Uther's brought his elephants across as well. So he's brought his elephants across there, guarded by a spear unit over there. Now these elephants, maybe, if they're used correctly, could prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle. We just have to wait and see there. But as I say, I think most of Earth's Forester Warband archers have been taken out now. Now there you see Mantu is deploying his archers. Can you see as each archer stops, it just disappears? There you are. Let's see. They just hide. That's what they're doing. That's the unique ability that they've got. Unless they're shooting arrows. Of course, if they're moving, shooting arrows, then of course they don't disappear there. So if you notice there, I'm going to fire a couple of fire pots in their general direction. Maybe try and chase them away. If they start suffering a few casualties from fire pots, as I say, they may decide to move away from that particular position. Bang! Oh, that was a nice hit. Took a few of them out there. Oh, and another one there. As I say, that might chase those Forester Warband archers away. They might decide to back off up the hill there if they start to suffer a lot of casualties from fire pots. But really, what I want to do is conserve my ammunition for, as I say, when those massed pikes of Pontus come at us, and the Carthaginians as well. I could probably cause them a lot of casualties if they're in close, tight formation. There you are. The fire pots have chased Mantu's archers away. He doesn't want to take any more casualties from fire pots there, so that was quite a good move. But it'd be interesting to see how the enemy are going to attack our battle formation. Should be a great one to watch. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you'll see the enemy troops are starting to move towards us here. You'll see Barkyman's put a few of his units out in front of his main battle formation there. And let's say we know Pontus' morale's not very good, even if they are fully upgraded, but you can see one unit just absolutely routed there, probably frightened at enemy numbers there. This is a nice move here by TR, bang, straight in on the flank of that damaged unit, routed it on impact there. Did you see that? That was a really good move there by TR. Okay, but you can see the enemy Pontus troops moving towards us now, and you can see that he's being helped by the Carthage spearmen moving forward as well. Right, now I want to try and cause as many casualties as I can to those Pontus pikemen there with my fire pots there, like just coming in on them there. You can see, as I say, Uther moving his Carthaginians forward. Remember, both the Carthage Sacred Band units and the Pontus Pike units are fully upgraded. 9 upgrades, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack there. Okay, you can see Uther just gone from open order to close order there when he comes into contact. Where he's going to come into contact with us there. Right, can you see all those Gaul cavalry charging in to our Germanic allies' cavalry there? Oh my gosh, just look at all that cavalry. Right, you can see I'm moving my Spartans forward now. I've come out of that defensive formation and I've formed up my Spartans now into a battle line there, which I'm going to attack those Pontus pikemen with. You can see my fire pots are still causing casualties to the enemy there. Which is good news for us. Right, you can see now I'm moving my Spartan battle line forward there into those Pontus and Carthage pikemen there. Okay, I think one of my own fire pots just killed some of my own Spartans there. But you can see Uther bringing his Carthaginians in on my left flank. You can see I'm advancing into those Pontus pikemen there. Pause again for a second there. So I'm going to advance into those Pontus pikemen, but I'm aware here I've got Carthage fully upgraded Sacred Band units coming in on my flank, and there could be some Pontus pikemen coming in on my flank as well. But over here you'll see Mantu bringing his fresh cavalry into the fray there. But also, don't forget, you've got elephants there. You've got these Forester war bands when they get into range to be shooting into us. And as I say, those 2 elephant units there, could they prove pivotal to the outcome of the battle there? It'll be interesting to see how those elephant units are going to be used there. But as I say, at the moment there, you'll see, as I say, I've moved my Spartans out of that battle defensive formation there, and I moved them into a battle line there, which I'm now moving forward to attack those Pontus pikemen there. But I am aware that Carthage is coming in on my flank. I'm hoping my allies, my Germanic allies there, may well hit those Carthage Sacred Band units in the flank with berserkers, hopefully. There you are, look. You can see there those berserker units have been activated and are attacking those Carthage Sacred Band units. But watch out, here comes the elephants. Now, I was just thinking, just pause the game for a second here. I was just thinking, if our Macedonian ally had spotted those elephants coming in, he could have put those 2 units facing the elephants with their pikes down, which would have probably killed those elephants quite quickly. But as it stands at the moment, the elephants are going to come in on his flank and smash into the rear of my engaged Spartans. Look at those elephants come in there and bang as they charge in there. Oh my gosh, our Germanic allies tried to send some of his troops in to neutralise the elephants, but look at the power of those elephants there. I think, yeah, okay, they've run amok. I see one of the elephants has run amok, but he'll still be killing our troops as well as his own allies' troops there as well. But just look at the power of those elephants, how they ploughed through our troops there. Oh my gosh. And of course the big fear factor they got, and here comes the Gaul cavalry smashing into the rear of my Spartans. Look, and bang as they charge into my engaged Spartans there. Oh my gosh, just look at the power of those units. I'm being sandwiched now, look, between Pontus pikemen and those Gaul cavalry smashing into the rear of my engaged Spartans there. Plus, don't forget, you've got these Forester warband archers shooting into us. They're trying to, some of them are moving to more advantageous positions, but the majority are shooting arrows into us as well at this stage of the battle. So as I say there, you can see a lot going on at the moment there. I think all the elephants are dead at this stage, which was good, but they've done their job. They really ploughed our troops up there. No, I think that one elephant unit's still alive there. I can still see that elephant unit there that's still killing our troops. I think we've killed one of the Gaulish generals there, which is good news for us. And there you are, you can see that, yeah, I think now maybe there's an elephant unit that's run amok there, but I think most of the elephants are dead now. But a lot of our troops were killed by that massive elephant attack and that cavalry attack by Gaul cavalry coming in behind us there. Okay, over here you'll see my Spartans are being attacked at the front by and on the flank by Pontus pikemen. I've got a Pontus unit in behind me as well. There's a Germanic berserker unit coming over to help me out there. But oh my gosh, there you can see that Pontus unit there coming in behind me. I thought this was a nice move here by our Germanic ally there, getting in behind the Pontus general there. Can you see there, he's got in behind. Let's pause the game for a second there. So there the berserkers, look, are going to be killed on those Pontus pikes. That's a problem there. When you send berserkers in against pike units, pikes will kill them quite quickly there. But I think I've got a Spartan unit in there as well. Over here though, my Spartans are being attacked from different directions from Pontus pikemen there. You can see Mantu's there as well with his Gaul cavalry there as well. So, as I say, things not looking great there. Oh, that's good news for us. We've routed the Carthage general. That's good news. And here you can see our Germanic ally shooting point blank into the rear of that Pontus general there. So, as I say, there you can see us attacking there, moving in on those Pontus pikemen. But as I say, the poor berserkers, look, they can't get close to killing those Pontus pikemen there. They're being killed by the pikes of Pontus there as they're trying to get in to kill there. There you are, you can see that our ally now is attacked with his archers, but there's that Gaul cavalry look, coming to attack those chosen archers there. Look, bang, as they charge in there. Oh my gosh. So as I say here, we're not doing too bad. Moving forward there towards the enemy there. You can see there, I'm bringing some of my archers over there as well. They've shot all their arrows, so I'm auto-attacking them there. But there, you can see we've still got a couple of berserker units left, I think. Man 2's auto-attacked some of his Forester warband there. Look, can you see they're using their spears? They were using their spears there, look. So he's auto-attacked them using their anti-cavalry spears on us, but they can be effective against infantry as well. So there you can see that Gaulish cavalry charging up, bang, and it charges into the rear of our Macedonian ally there. But we're still managing to hold there. So that's good news for us. Let's say here you will see that one Pontus pike unit there is killing my Spartans there and killing that berserker unit that was there as well. So but there we've got some more reinforcements coming in from Macedon there, attacking that Pontus unit. But unfortunately for us, I think Man 2 has still got a lot of his army. Remember, he kept his army back in check there. And if you notice there, can you see that he's auto-attacked his archers there? Can you see they've got their spears out? And can you see all that dead Germanic cavalry around them? So that's where one of our allies charged in his cavalry into those archers there. And of course those Gaulish archers, the foresters, they just auto-attacked with their anti-cavalry spears and took out that Germanic cavalry unit there. So as I say here, you'll see us now moving. We've cleared out all the enemy. I think we've killed all the Carthage Sacred Band and the Pontus pikesmen there. I think we've just killed them. Now we're moving towards the Forester warband, and the best thing for Man 2 to do is to back off. He doesn't want to face us now. The best thing for him to do is to pull back and shoot his arrows into us if he's got any left from up on the higher ground there, which is exactly what he's doing. So that's a good tactical move there, I think, by Man 2, backing his archers off there, as you can see what we've got left of our troops moving forward. Okay, over here you can see we've still got some units there. You can see the enemy have got the big cavalry advantage here. Look, and bang, as they charge into that chosen archer unit there that's still fighting now. It's been routed there. So as I say, the cavalry advantage they've got, they can just go around the battlefield and pick off individual units if that's what they want to do there. Okay, as you can see. And as I say, you can see Man 2 now is taking positions up on the higher ground. You can see he's still got arrows left. So not only can he be shooting arrows into us, but he's going to have the higher ground advantage. Remember, if you get the high ground advantage, your arrows go further and do more damage. Okay, you can see that one Germanic berserker unit trying to chase down those fast-moving enemy cavalry units who are just keep moving away from him and taking him away from the battle there. Okay, but I think the best thing for us to do now is to try and form up, see what we've got, see what troops we've got left, and then decide what we're going to do then. But to make no mistake, those Forester warband archers will be shooting into us, and of course all our troops are susceptible to archer damage, so not quite sure how we're going to go about this. Now I think, believe it or not, I've still got one of my onagers left there. There you are, look. I've still got an onager unit left. Can't believe that after all that fighting, I've still got one onager unit left, and I'm going to shoot fire pots into those bang Forester warband archers there. So that'd be good. Be pleased about that. You see that one Spartan unit there fighting? I don't think he's going to last very long, but yeah, he's there, and my guess is he will rout quite quickly there. He's just routed there now, but I think that onager that I had left must have been the last of the ammunition there that I've just fired now. Otherwise, I think I'd still be shooting. So there you are. You can see our troops have formed up there, and you can see that we're up against those Forester archers there. Fast-moving Forester archers. If we start chasing them with our heavy infantry, they will outrun us. So it's a bit of a difficult decision what we're going to do here. You can see we're very, very battle depleted. Most of our units are very tired or exhausted. And if you notice, Man 2, as I say, he kept his army back. He kept them pretty well fully intact. They're, only just warmed up, and he's still got a lot of arrows left. So it could be difficult to see what's going to happen here. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you'll see those Forester warbands starting to move in towards my Onager crews there. It wouldn't surprise me if that Onager crew just routed. It was already weakened anyway. And all those units there, Forester warband units of Man 2, still intact. Let's say here, you'll see that we're just trying to chase them down here now. That chosen archer unit just got taken out. So, as I say, I think the enemy are doing the right thing. They're not actually kind of standing and fighting here. They're just drawing us away. So we say, we're sending small units off. There you are. Look. You see that one Spartan unit there? And that Forester warband unit probably going to run away. There you go, look. We'll run away now. And all that's doing is exhausting our already tired troops there. And you can see our units are very battle depleted anyway. So that means that our morale is going to be low. So what I thought was here, I'll put it up to triple speed there. Here, just to let things go by a little bit quicker there. As say, we're trying to chase down these units. As I say, I think the enemy are doing the right thing. They're just backing their archers off, making us run after them, trying to catch them. And those are the ones that have got arrows left still will be able to shoot into us there. As I say, I think this group of Forester warband archers here, this could be the problem for us here. You can see that there's a good number of them there, and if you look at what we've got left, we've just got very battle depleted units, very small units, that's left as well there. So, as I say, our morale and battle proficiency will be very low. We're trying to mass a few troops there in the hope that we'll have a downhill advantage against these Forester warband troops of Man 2, if indeed he wants to fight. That's the other thing too. He may not want to fight here, as he can see that we would have the downhill advantage, and we've got a berserker unit in there as well. There you are. As I say, just look at our units though. Can you see how battle depleted they are? And remember, the more men you use from the unit, the more the morale lessens in that unit. There you are. Can you see there? Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Man 2 backs those archers off, which is exactly what he's doing there. He didn't want to take a downhill charge, look, which is good. There, as we're chasing him there. But he's going to have to make a stand sometime, look. And, as I say, if you look at the numbers that they've got in comparison to us, which way do you think this battle is going to go? Okay, as I say, we've got heavy infantry, mind, our Germanic and my Spartans, all heavy infantry against these archers. But if you look at the numbers, as I say, which way do you think that this is going to go? Now, if you notice here, can you see that Man 2 is drawing my troops down the bottom of the hill? So I've no longer got a downhill charge bonus here. Can you see? It's on flat ground now. So it wouldn't surprise me now if he actually charged his Forester warband archers in, alt attacked with their spears. Now can you see? I'm right on the flat ground now. No downhill bonus. There you are, and he's now decided to charge his Forester warbands in, like, and bang, as they charge in there. If you notice, he's alt attacked them. They've got their spears out now, using those powerful spears, those alt attack weapons. Can you see my Spartans still hold? Did you see one of my units glowed then? Got a battlefield promotion. Remember, when units do well in Rome Total War, they get a battlefield promotion there. And it wouldn't surprise me now, looking at the numbers there, that all my Spartans actually routed there now. There you go. You can see all those Forester warbands pressing in on my Spartans there. Killed the general with the spears there. Oh, he stood back up, but I think they finally got in there. And now, my guys, if you look at the writing, you'll see, if you look at the writing there, you'll see, can you see, fighting to the death? And the reason for that is there's nowhere for them to run. Pause again for a second there. Can you see, if you look at the writing there, fighting to the death? As I say, they're completely surrounded, so they've got nowhere to run, so they will fight to the death. If ever you rout units like that, you need to leave a gap to let those units run away, because they'll still be killing your men now, because they're fighting to the death. They still be killing their men. But now the Foresters have now gone away. Of course, those units can now rout. And there you go. That's the end of the battle. So well done to the enemy team. A well-deserved victory there. As I say, you can see they've only got a few battle-depleted units left. So it looks to me like a really close battle, because that's all they've got left there. That is what you see. So let's have a look at the battlefield here, which was quite spread out. If we go over to the shallow water crossing, to start off with there, you'll just see the dead there. Remember those Macedonian, both archers and pikemen there were getting shot to pieces by those, the amount of Forester Warband archers that were on the other bank. As we move across here, you'll see, you can see the striped trousers of the Forester Warband dead troops there. As we move across here to the bridge, you can see where Vycox did that real good battlefield awareness cavalry charge there to take out the Onager crews. As we moved across the bridge there, you can see all the units that we lost from those fire pots when we had units trying to guard the bridge there. So as I say, you can see there. And as we move up the hill here, you can see some like skirmishing casualties there. You can see where our onagers got taken out there. But up here on this particular part, this is where the most dense part of the battle was fought, where all those elephants are. And look at all the dead bodies around those elephants there. I mean, you can see it was really intense. Look at my red cloak Spartans. They always stick out on the battlefield, don't they? Those red cloaks of the dead Spartans there. And over here, as we move across the battlefield, just look at those piles of dead there. You can see it was really intense part of the battle there. And there's little skirmishes. You can see dead bodies all over the place if you look, where you can see there's skirmishes. There's a lot of dead Gaul warband archers there, and you'll see a lot of dead warband archers here. Look, and you can see them there taken out by the chosen archers. As I say, if you look at the specification of chosen archers, you'll see that, as I say, I believe their defense are better than these Forester warband archers there, so that's why we managed to do so much damage to those Forester warband there. So as I say, very intense fighting. Do you think it'll be should be a close battle, I would have thought, looking at how many they got left? Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well, and I hope all of you watching this really enjoyed this battle. Let's say it was an average defeat. Well, I'd have put money on it being close looking at the units they've got left. Highest kills in the game goes to Brotherhood member Man 2 with Gaul, 1,918 kills. Now, who would have thought that on a 40k no rules battle, our barbarian faction like Gaul would get the highest kills in the game, and the highest kills by a long way as well. Not just a little bit, but by a long way. So really well done to Man 2 with Gaul. Well done to Barclay Man with Pontus. I thought he did really well there with Pontus. Well done to Uther. Possibly didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he did well, especially with his artillery. And well done to Earth, got some good kills with Gaul as well. So really well played, guys. Great battle and well deserved win. My Spartans there managed to get second highest kills in the game, so I'm quite pleased with that. It's just second. But if you look, can you see, if you look, Man 2's highest kills, that he got exactly 300 kills more than me. So Gaul got 300 kills more than the Spartans did. So really well done. Well done to Serena. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but he was killed by fire pots and archers, wasn't he? Do you see his units were decimated by fire pots and archers there? Well done to Vycox, third highest kills in the game with Germania. I thought he did really well there. And well done to TR with his Germanic army as well. Did quite well as well there. Very diverse battle as well. No Roman factions either. Can you see no Roman factions at all? We had Greek cities, Macedon, Germania and Germania in our team, so that's quite diverse. And they had Gaul, Pontus, Carthage and Gaul in their team. So I say very diverse battle. As I say, how often do you see no Rome factions in a battle? So I hope you enjoyed this bridge battle. Please leave us a comment or a thumbs up. It's always nice to read what you think about our battles, like, you know, so we got an idea that hopefully we're doing right things for you to watch. Spartan Commander saying bye for now.